Can you hear the audio now? Goodness, I hope I didn't have the audio off this whole time. That'd be horrible. Audio good now? Mountain Aviation? I saw you posted there. Anyway, I may have to go back and talk about everything that I talked about already because apparently the microphone wasn't on. So I'll kind of start from the beginning where we started everything off. I know it's been forever since I've talked to all of you guys. So this is what I started off with earlier before the I didn't know that the mic wasn't working. Ah, yes, it's working. Sweet. Awesome. Thanks so much. Appreciate the heads up on that. The good thing about that is that I kind of get to fix some of the stuff that I stumbled over myself with. I decided to redo the console for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to add in these aluminum rails, which I'm going to do the mounts on. Before this was all just wood underneath here, and you can see the yellow that I painted here. I basically have been painting everything that's behind all the stuff yellow so that it's easier for me to see where things are when it's dark inside some of these boxes and things. But anyway, so I've redone all of the inside things here with the metal trim, just like the overhead I did. And I'll basically cut out where I need to put the mount holes and things like that. I also did the little angle part of the brackets up at the top here as well. And let's see, turn that off there. And yeah, so basically redid this, basically just trying to get it to fit to the actual size of the devices. I realized that some of the things that I had cut out were not the right size, so fixed that, and now I get the right sizes in here. So that is all set and ready to go. The next piece that I was talking about was the dual yoke system, and I know I've kind of prompted you guys a little bit and talked about it slightly here and there, but the dual yoke, I have most of the mechanical parts of it built, except for the headpiece that the actually turns the ram's horn yoke. So I don't have that piece put on yet, but or finished. I'm working on that in Fusion 360, which I switched to over SolidWorks. I just like it better. And but I'll show you the inside here. And I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there's a couple of gas struts in there. Try to get it at an angle so you guys can see the struts. That's actually working. It has quite a bit of tension. I mean, I'm pulling it back on it with one arm, but it takes some pretty decent effort to do that. And I'm probably still going to add some more spring load in there to give it a little bit more resistance. But overall, it's pretty good. This thing is super heavy duty. The bolt down here, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but this is like a 3/4 inch bolt. Really massive. So pretty strong. Should be able to handle all of my friends coming over here and yanking on it really hard and stuff like that. But yeah, so basically I just have a few more mechanical pieces to do. That, like I said, the header piece, which is going to turn the cables, which will make it to where the opposite side will do the turning. And that's going to actually, that piece will actually, the head will hold the potentiometer, excuse me, for the roll moment. So all the roll action will be controlled there. And so yeah, so that part's almost done. I already have some temporary ram's horn yokes that I've cut out of wood already. I need to see out some of the little pockets where some of the buttons and things go, and figure out how I'm going to do some of the buttons for that as well, like the trims and things like that. But other than that, that's coming along pretty well as well. And then the other thing that I was just talking about before I got notified that the audio wasn't working was this little part right here, which is I basically plan to be moving all of the, or at least some of the electronics to right here with a little panel so that I can access the audio amplifier and adjust the bass and stuff like that. I did replace my main USB hub with this USB 3.0 hub because I was having a lot of disconnect problems. Not sure if you guys saw the live stream flights that I was doing before, but I was having lots of trouble with some of the control action on the yoke, and I thought, the yoke was just going bad, but it turns out that I was actually having a USB problem. It wasn't able to communicate fast enough with the computer, and that was the problem. So, um, what I did was I just replaced this USB hub with a new one, and this one actually has its own power supply, and that helps tremendously because it means that the computer's not having to supply the USB power, and that this thing can actually supply the power to all the devices. It makes it a lot less work for the computer and a lot less power draw from the computer as well, which is always a much better idea. I also have been replacing a lot of the cables and stuff like that with some better cables. Just doing some overall general troubleshooting and routing of cables and kind of like trying to clean things up a lot. So I've been doing a lot of that, and that's pretty much it, everybody. I mean, that's, yeah, that's all I've been doing. Just a lot of cleanup and a lot of fixing of things. I've been really busy because it's the summertime, and there's lots of stuff to do at the house, and you know, plenty of things to take my kid to and play with. So, kind of busy with that too. But hope you guys will keep watching, keep checking back in, because as soon as I can get all the mechanical stuff for the dual yokes finished, I will definitely be doing some more flights. Maybe before then, I don't know. I do have like a little, like cheap little Thrustmaster up there that I guess I could throw on and play with if I really wanted to get this all to going again. But I have some work still to finish on the console. I literally just finished putting the rails on it today. So, but like I said, keep checking in, keep checking back. At least once a week, I'm gonna try to post something if I'm not too terribly busy actually doing this stuff. So, and maybe one of these times I might try to do maybe a live stream where I'm actually doing some work on the sim, and you guys can actually see kind of all the stuff that goes into doing some of these crazy things that I'm putting together here. So um, it's a process like any sim build, unless you're building from a kit, and this is definitely not a kit. So thanks you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate everybody that's following and leaving comments and giving feedback. I really appreciate that, and hope you'll keep watching. Thanks for coming back, and make sure you thumbs up below and sign up a friend or two. Tell them about it. Thanks so much. Have a good one.